Hey, After Effects learners and students alike. We're checking out today some stuff I did a while ago, I think a year or two ago, for a project. And what I want to focus on today is how to create more emphasis for your motion graphics. There's a few things going on in this design. One is use of color, but then there's also use of motion to get things emphasizing the elements that we want in our motion design project. So this rolls through here like this, the text rolls in, and the movement creates emphasis. So when we have movement in an image, when we have movement happening in a design, that helps support the motion design element, the static motion elements that we see in our elements and principles. So we have elements like color and shape working together and light happening here, but when we put those into motion, we introduce into it some motion design principles as well. So those are things that we want to check out. And motion design principles can be compared to things you might use in dance or other motion design things. So we use things to create emphasis upon the work that we're doing. Now there's 2 or 3 parts of this we're going to look at today. The most simple element that we're looking at is just this background. Now the background, if I hide everything else, if I can do that, there we go. If we look at the background only, there we go. So this is an animated background, and it's sort of really subtle. You can make it move more if you want to, but it's just kind of a movement thing, and it keeps the eye in the image, but we don't want to emphasize it too much because it is not the main emphasis of the piece. So once we have this in place, we have a couple of these accent items. Now the accents, let me sort of hide the rest of these, sorry. The accents that we see, there's a top accent, a bottom accent, and it looks like I keep turning one of them off. Let me go to this, click on only the one I want. There we go. So these two are actually, one's a copy of the other, but they're subtly different, I guess, in some ways. And so this is simply a shape that has a, let me click on it, it has a lens flare attached to it, and the lens flare can move. So there's a gradient on the piece, there's a lens flare, and there's a drop shadow. So these all bring attention and focus to it, and they only are there to help emphasize the main piece of the puzzle, which includes some text that moves into place. So the 3 pieces we'll do today, we're going to take a look at the background animation, this animation of the pieces in here, and sliding the text into place. And the goal, again, is to create a good design that creates emphasis within our work to help deliver a message.